Students, in this video lecture we are going to study the solution of first order linear differential equation. Before we solve any such problem, we should first know what is a differential equation, then get into knowing what is first order linear differential equation. So, a differential equation is one which contains the derivatives of the dependent variable with respect to the independent variable. So, we call that as, let us take first ordinary differential equation, because there might be partial differential equations which you are going to study in your next classes. So here ODE, ordinary derivatives. So we are talking about dy by dx, d square, y by dx square and so on. So the differential equation will be of the form f of x, y, y dash, y double dash and nth derivative of y is equal to 0. So you can see here, by looking at this, it is very clear that an equation which contains an independent variable, a dependent variable and the derivatives of the dependent variable. If you have such an equation is called as ordinary differential equation of nth order. Here because nth derivative is present. So it simply takes us to the next definition, which is first order ordinary differential equation. That means a first order ordinary differential equation is of the form f of x, y, y dash is equal to 0. A differential equation in which the independent variable, dependent variable and its first derivative exists. Then we call that as first order ordinary differential equation. So, any ordinary differential equation of first order will be a function of x, y and y dash. So, how many types of such equations are there? There are actually 4 types of ordinary differential equations, types of ODE. Let me just list them here. First one is linear, which we are going to study in this video lecture. Linear differential equation. Second one is variable separable form, which we have already studied in our earlier classes. The other one is homogeneous differential equation. And the other one more is exact differential equation. Given a first order differential equation, that equation will fall in any one of these categories, or you can convert that equation or you can reduce that equation to any one of these 4 forms. So, any first order ODE will be either a linear differential equation or reducible to linear differential equation, a variable separable form or reducible to variable separable form, homogeneous differential equation or reducible to homogeneous differential equation, exact differential equation or reducible to exact differential equation. So this video lecture is concentrating on linear differential equation, its form, method of finding the solution and then applying it to solve the examples. So let us now look at what is a linear differential equation. A linear differential equation, we are concentrating here on first order linear differential equation. See, I never told you about what is linear, about the differential equation. So, if you have the equation with a differential equation which does not contain the derivatives and the unknowns, and unknown and its derivatives multiplied together, like the terms y into y dash, y into y double dash, such terms are not present, or even y does not appear in higher degree other than 1. So y square, y cube, etc. such terms are also not there. Then we call such an equation as a linear differential equation. Now we are talking about linear differential equation. So first one we are talking about is LDE of first order. LDE, I mean it is linear differential equation. How does it look like? Any equation of the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q is called as linear differential equation, where p and q are functions of x. In case if instead of y being the dependent, if x become the dependent variable on y, then the equation would be looking something like this: dx by dy plus or x is equal to s, where r and s would be functions of y in this term. Functions of y. Or these may be functions of x, function of y, or they may be constants, or one may be constant, other may be function of x. So let us call in general as some function of x here or function of y here. So what we are going to do now is we are going to concentrate on dy by dx plus py is equal to q format of the linear differential equation. The same thing can be applied for this equation, where you can simply reverse the roles of x and y. So let us look at now how to find the solution for this differential equation. Finding the solution of a differential equation means that we are going to integrate the differential equation to get the function y. So solution means we need to find this y, which is an unknown here, such that the y as a function of x should be satisfying this given equation. So let us now look at how to find this solution of this differential equation. We are supposed to find an integrating factor so that the equation can be easily integrated. Method of solution. Let us try to find a function m of x, which is called as integrating factor. Let me denote it as I dot f, integrating factor, which will help me to reduce the given equation to a simpler form, which can be simply integrated to get the solution. So for that, what we need to do is multiply. First consider dy by dx plus py is equal to q. All this is equation 1. Then multiply. See, our aim is to get the function m of x, which reduces this equation to a simpler form. Multiply 1 by m of x. Okay. So what happens? Then let us see now. It is m of x into dy by dx plus m of x into py is equal to q into m of x. Let me call this as equation 2. So now still now we don't know what is this m of x. We need to find this m of x. So let us put one condition on m of x. M of x should be in such a way that the LHS of equation 2 should be m of x should be satisfying LHS of 2. So how do you do that? So that means m of x should be satisfying d by dx of y into m of x should give you this LHS of 2. If you can get such an equation, then it becomes easy for us to find our m of x. So how we are going to do now is, let us assume that okay, we are able to find such an m of x with such that it satisfies this equation. So if that is the case, what happens? So now let us assume that we have such an m of x. So what is LHS of 2? M of x into dy by dx plus m of x into py should be equal to d by dx of y into m of x. Look at this RHS. Is it not a product of two functions, y being a function of x and m of x is also a function of x? Therefore, you can see here you have the product rule here, which you can get. See here what you should do, you just apply the product rule. Let me call this as first function and this as second function, just to match with the terms. First term starts with m of x into dy by dx. So I have taken m of x as first term. You can do with the other terms also, because we know commutative holds for addition. So you can write this as, just apply the product rule, m of x into dy by dx plus y into dm of x by dx. So this will give you the product rule of the RHS of this equation what we have written here. Now just because both of them are equal, you can see that you can compare the terms. First term is already equivalent to the first term of LHS is same as first term of RHS. So it simply means second term of LHS should be same as the second term of RHS. So this implies m of x into py is nothing but y into dm of x by dx, and you can see that y is there on both the sides. Now you just rearrange the terms, that is the terms containing m to one side and all the other terms to other side. So this means dm of x by m of x is equal to p dx. Now you can just see here, this is of the form LHS is of the form f dash of x by f of x. So if I integrate this with respect to x, what happens? This will be log f of x. So let us just integrate. What do I get? After integrating, we can see that we will be getting log m of x is equal to integration p dx, which you can simply write as m of x is nothing but e to the power integration p dx. So you now see, with the help of known functions in the given differential equation p, we are able to find our m of x, which is the integrating factor. So fine, we have got the integrating factor. How do you take this to write the solution for the given differential equation? So as we did, first we started with multiplying entire equation by m of x, and now we have this particular m of x as e to the power integration p dx. So now what we do is multiply equation 1 by integrating factor, which is e to the power integration p dx. So what do I get? E to the power integration p dx dy by dx plus e to the power integration p dx py is equal to q e to the power integration p dx. And you can see that, see, our m of x was such that it satisfies d by dx of y into m of x, the LHS of the given this equation. Therefore, this is nothing but the product rule of d by dx of y into e to the power integration p dx. You just perform the product rule, apply the product rule here, you are going to get such a term, which is equal to q e to the power integration p dx. And can we not integrate it easily now? Simply integrate, you will be getting the solution. So integrating, see, our function e to the power integration p dx, which is the integrating factor, helped us to bring the given equation to such a form which we can simply integrate and write the solution. So integrating, what do I get? Y e to the power integration p dx is equal to integration of q e to the power integration p dx plus c. Of course, this has to be integrated with respect to x. So this, what we have written now, is the solution of given differential equation 1 dy by dx plus py is equal to q. And how do you get this e power integration p dx? From your given equation, identify your p and identify your q, substitute them here and complete the integration, so that you are going to get the complete solution of the given linear differential equation, which is equation 1. So this, I can simply write it as y into integrating factor is equal to integration of q into integrating factor plus c. So any solution, the solution of the linear differential equation of first order will be y into integrating factor is equal to q into integrating factor plus c. So this is what is the solution of the linear differential equation of first order. So let us just have the steps. What are the steps that were involved in finding the solution? What did we do was, first we wrote the equation dy by dx plus py is equal to q. So that let me just write the steps involved in finding the solutions, which we simply call as algorithm. Algorithm is simply the step-by-step process of solving this equation. So what was the step 1? Step 1 was write the equation in the form. Suppose if it is not in the standard form of linear differential equation, write the equation in the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q. Okay. If it is already there, fine, you can go to step 2. Otherwise, you write that in the particular form so that it becomes easy for you to identify what are p and q. So, identify, steps 2 should be identify p and q and then find the integrating factor is equal to e to the power integration p dx. Once you get this, actually what we did was we took this integrating factor, multiplied throughout by integrating factor, again rearranged and integrated to find the solution. But finally we know that the solution was in the form, write the solution as y into integrating factor is equal to integration of q into integrating factor plus a constant of integration. Since it is the first order differential equation, we are integrating it only one time. Therefore, we are going to get one constant. So, these are the steps involved to get the solution of first order linear differential equation. So, if you remember these 3 steps, it becomes easy for you to solve any linear differential equation. Let us see whether we have understood this procedure of finding the solution for linear differential equation or not by considering some examples. So first we will take up this example. Solve dy by dx plus 1 by x y is equal to x square. Remember the 3 steps. First step, write the equation in the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q. Second step, identify p and q. Write the integrating factor as e to the power integrate et to the power integration p dx, and then finally write step 3, finally write the solution in the form y into integrating factor is equal to integration of q into integrating factor plus a constant of integration. You can see here by looking at this, we can easily say that this is already in the form, the given equation is in the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q. So that gives you can simply go to the second step where you need to identify what is your p and what is your q. So here p is 1 by x and q is x square. Once you identify your p and q, in the second step only it says that you have to write the integrating factor as e to the power integration p dx. Now I know what is my p. So just substitute and complete the integration. E to the power integration 1 by x dx. And what is this? E to the power log x. And we know that e power log x is nothing but x. So this is the integrating factor. So once you have got the integrating factor, what does the third step say? Write the solution. Therefore, the required solution is, see how easy it is. We can simply remember those 3 steps, and by knowing simple integration, we can write the solution of the linear differential equation. The required solution is y into integrating factor is equal to integration of q into integrating factor plus the constant of integration. So just substitute your integrating factor here. Y into x is equal to integration of q means here x square, integrating factor is x, this has to be integrated with respect to x plus the constant of integration. So this gives you y xy is equal to, you can see here x cube, which is a simple integration. You can write it as x to the power 4 by 4 plus the constant of integration. If you want, you can write it as y as a function of x. You can see here both y and x are combined here. You can simply write that as, let me write it here. If you want it as a function of x only, y is equal to. So what do you have to do? If you want to write y as a function of x, divide throughout by x. Y is equal to x cube by 4 plus c by x. So this is the solution of this differential equation. Let me take up Hope you have understood this. Let me take up one more example where we are going to solve the given differential equation. Not only solve the given differential equation, we are also going to find this constant, arbitrary constant C, are called initial value problems. So now let us take up this example where we have, see here, this equation is not, unlike the first example where it was directly in the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q, here it is not in the standard form, which means that I need to apply the first step where it says that I have to write the equation in the standard form dy by dx plus py is equal to q. And not only that, we have been given a condition here. So after finding all the solution, finally at x is equal to pi, you know something about the function y, how y is behaving at x is equal to pi. So make use of that to get the constant C, and hence you will be able to get the particular solution of this particular problem. So what is that we need to do here? Step 1 we need to follow. Given equation is written as, can be written as. So I need to write it in the standard form. Dy by dx plus py is equal to q. That means that the coefficient of dy by dx should be 1. It should be 1. So now you can see here y dash is nothing but dy by dx, and here you have x square. That means I don't need this x square because I want this coefficient to be equal to 1. So divide throughout by y dash. Divide throughout by x square. So what do I get? After dividing by x square. What do I get? Y dash minus 1 by xy is equal to x square. X to the power 4 is there, here x square is there. X square cos 2x. Now look at this. This is in the standard form, and hence compare this with, comparing with dy by dx plus py is equal to q. What do I get? See, first step is over now. I have written it in the standard form. So I am going to compare this. That is the second step where I am going to find p and q. P and q, that gives you p is equal to, just compare this, you can see that minus 1 by x is p here, and q is x square cos 2x. So once you have p and q, the second step says that you need to find the integrating factor as e to the power integration p dx, which is equal to e to the power integration minus 1 by x dx, which is e to the power minus log x, or e to the power log x to the power minus 1. Therefore, you will be getting it as x to the power minus 1, which is nothing but 1 by x is the integrating factor. Once you find the integrating factor, the next step is to write the complete solution. So that is step 3. Let me just write this condition here. What is that I need to use finally is y at pi is equal to 2 pi. So now we have the integrating factor ready. Therefore, how to write the solution? We know that the linear differential equation, if I have the integrating factor, step 3 says that the solution is, therefore, the solution is y into integrating factor is equal to integration of q into integrating factor plus c. So just substitute your integrating factor. Y into 1 by x is equal to integration of q is x square cos 2x into 1 by x dx plus c. So this is y by x is equal to, you can see here there is x square and there is 1 by x, therefore it becomes x cos 2x plus x cos 2x, of course integrated with respect to x, plus the constant of integration. So now you need to simply integrate it to get the complete solution. How will you integrate this? So when you have, see, we will be using Bernoulli's rule of, generalized rule of integration by parts, which says that your u into v if you have, it should be u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus so on. So this is how. And while choosing your u and v, you should be algebraic. Then it becomes easy for us to integrate because the algebraic term will terminate as we are taking the differentiation of u. So let us see to it that whenever if there is an algebraic term, let us choose that as our u. So this becomes my u and this becomes v. Therefore, what happens? You can integrate. This will give you u v1. V suffixes means integration and superfixes means differentiation. The v1 means first integral, second integral and so on. U dash, u double dash means first derivative, second derivative and so on. So what is that we need to do here? We can x u v1. So first u v1. v1 means integration of cos 2x. First integral. So u is x, v1 is integration of cos 2x. Integration of cos 2x is sin 2x divided by 2 minus. So alternatively positive and negative. U dash. So differentiation of x is 1. Then integration of v1. So this whole thing is v1. So take entire v1 and try to integrate it. So while integrating that, what I need to do? 1 by 2 is constant. So let me keep it outside. Then integration of sin 2x is minus cos 2x divided by 2. So this is the total. See, it is very handy to use generalized integration by parts of Bernoulli because you will be getting the entire integral in one step. So you can just now simplify this. This will be x by 2 sin 2x minus of minus is plus cos 2x divided by 4. If you want, you can simply write the solution as y is equal to, because anyhow we need to use the condition y at pi is equal to 2 pi. So it is better if I write y as a function of x. So what I need to do is multiply throughout by x. So you will be getting x square by 2. Sorry. X square by 2 into sin 2x plus x by 4 into cos 2x. Of course, there was a constant of integration which we have not written here. Let us write that. So then, since you are multiplying, it becomes cx. So this is the required solution. But the problem is not yet complete because some condition, extra condition was there which we have not used anywhere. So we shall now use that condition to get this constant c. These are called initial value problems, as I said, because there is only one condition. This is first order differential equation. Hence, when you integrate, you are going to get one constant, and to find one constant, you need one condition. Hence, it is called initial value problem. So, let us just take that condition, apply in the solution to get the complete solution, which is a particular solution of the given problem. I just kept it here so that I can substitute my value x is equal to pi. So at x is equal to pi, the value of y will be 2 pi. So in the LHS, wherever there is x, I need to substitute x is equal to pi. So y will be in that case becomes 2 pi. 2 pi is equal to pi square by 2 sine 2 pi plus pi by 4 cos 2 pi plus c pi. Now look at this. We can use the trigonometric identities. This term will vanish because sin 2 pi is 0 and cos 2 pi is equal to 1. This term is equal to 1. And you can see, so what do you get? 2 pi is equal to pi by 4 plus c pi. And again pi is there as a common term in both LHS and RHS. So that gives you 2 is equal to 1 by 4 plus c. When you solve this, you are going to get c is equal to 7 by 4. Therefore, the solution now is, after substituting given the condition, the particular solution is y is equal to x square by 2 sine 2x plus x by 4 cos 2x plus 7 by 4x. So this is the solution of the given differential equation. So what we have done here is we have considered two different problems. One was directly at the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q. The other one was not in the standard form. Also there was a condition given. So these are two different types of examples which we can solve by using linear differential equation process of finding the solution. Let me write few examples here for your practice. Xy dash plus 2y is equal to x square minus 2x plus 1. So this is again not in the standard form. So we have to write that in the standard form, identify P and Q and then write the solution. Similarly, let me take one more problem, y dash plus 3x square by 1 plus x cube, y is equal to 1 over 1 plus x cube. Little different, your P will be 3x square by 1 plus x cube. Therefore, what you need to do is e to the power integration p dx becomes e to the power integration 3x square by 1 plus x cube dx, which is a simple integral. By substitution method, you can easily integrate 3x square by 1 plus x cube. So that was only a hint to solve this problem. Let me take one more example, dy by dx plus 2 by xy is equal to 4 by x. Of course, here they have given you a condition y at 1 equal to 6. So this is the initial value problem which you need to solve to get the solution. So hope students you have understood the process of finding the solution for first order linear differential equation, and you are going to apply that to solve these practice problems. Thank you.